But in the long stretches between rendezvous points, it will be their only contact with the backup crews below.
You receiving me, Andrew?
I am now, on you.
Good one. Going out a little bit, Andrew.
I'm pushing up, Ron.
Yeah, now.
Don't do it, I can't hold it down.
No. Hold on. Let it up a bit, it's in the rotor.
It's in now?
All right, let it go, fellas.
The two gliders meet up and there is a quick in-flight conference. Then, in agreement, they wheel their kites to the east and begin the chase for the record.
Very smooth up here. It's a bit light. I've got to get a bit of height at Wilson Slough. Over.
Hearing you, Andy. We're about to leave, okay?
Okay, no worries.
Going out there.
Pretty good, Stu. I'm going to make the first turn now. Hoping to get a bit of height, but it doesn't look as though it's that good for height. Over.
We're just about up with you now, Andy. Over, we can see you clearly. What is your height, Andy?
Got about 80 foot above altitude, above takeoff, Stu. Over. Things look a bit grim. I'm down, Stu. I'm at it. Over.
You're going to abort, are you, mate?
I've got no choice, mate. Over.
Oh, we'll try and get with you as fast as possible, mate. I think Phil's up there now, anyway. Smooth up there now, Ronnie. Over.
Yeah, it's pretty good, Stu. Over. How far is it to the next checkpoint, mate? Over.
7 kilometres to the next camera position, Ronnie. Over.
What's the estimated time to get there from this current rate of progress, mate? Over.
We'll just work it out, mate. Over.
Travelled 47 kilometres in just over an hour.
47 kilometres an hour.
Yeah, that's correct, and that would allow for that rough start and the bad bit at the blowout in Muddyera.
What is your height now, Ronnie? Over.
430, mate. Over.
That's good news, mate. We feel very pleased about that. Over.
Ronnie, why did Andy go down?
Hang on, mate.
He's in good air. He's barreling now. On here. Yeah, it is.
Can we see him at the moment? Oh, beauty, there he is. Along, isn't he?
We've just been passed by them, Gal. I suppose you can see that, Ronnie. Over.
Yeah, I can see him, moving out. Where are they going to, mate? Over.
They're going to the 73k mark, mate. Over. You've just hit the 70k mark, mate. Over.
Righto.
How can you tell if a financial planner is interested in your financial future or just getting rich on his commissions? The wrong financial advisor could cost you more than not getting any advice at all. Did your mutual fund...
Ron's glider has proved its ability to survive the trouble area that forced Andy down. But with the wind dropping, he too experiences a severe case of gravity setting in, and with the cliff top looming perilously close, he finally aborts the mission.
How do you feel you'd go the whole distance here, man?
No worries?
No worries, I can do it.
Yeah.
The harness is more comfortable than I thought.
Right.
Last minute adjustments this morning, you've done the trick.
Yeah, you didn't get tired or anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it was really quite a blowout.
Oh, here's young Andy.
Good effort, mate. Good stuff. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, good to see you. Well,
You cut yourself, did you?
well, we did have a bit of a problem with our landing.
Unfortunate. Oh,
I've got to rip my gear and everything. Oh, yeah, I've buggered some instruments and I've done all sorts of things. My watch fell to bits and I really did have quite a hard landing. And how did it feel flying over the big cliffs, right?
Oh, good. You get quite a bit of turbulence from time to time. It's just sort of gusty, just like a rough day at Portsea.
Right.
Really.
And did you ever feel any sort of sink? Any?
Oh, I went up and down between 400 and 600 feet.
Right.
I started off, most of the time I was on 500. I was quite happy at that.
How did they look from up there, mate?
The cliffs?
Yeah, with no perspex between you and...
Yeah, no, I was thinking about that. They look good. Actually, they don't really look dangerous. That's when you're at 600 feet. At 400 feet, they look quite dangerous.
So they've proved the cliffs are flyable, and Ron can add the local record to his list of scalps. They now know they can do it. All they need is the right wind. Tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. They say the best laid plans of mice and men often go astray. They could add hang glider pilots to that list, because the next morning the wind has perversely swung around due west, and from our launching point you couldn't put a paper dart up in it, much less a kite with a man attached. But there are confident predictions that it can't last for more than one day. The wind charts say so, and the crew take advantage of the time off to scout around the few signs of human habitation in the area.
It was a rabbit plane, wasn't it?
Yeah, rabbits and then cats and then...
The three planes of Euclid, yeah.
Very biblical.
What you see behind me used to be a town. In its heyday, Euclid Telegraph Station boasted a population of around 60 people, which in this neck of the sands made it quite a thriving metropolis. Most of them worked here at the station, where they manned the line which was the only land message link between Adelaide and the west. The system operated for 50 years before modern technology rendered Euclid Station obsolete. There are only two things left to mark the spot now: the station itself, which appears and then disappears from time to time under the shifting dunes, and this tree, which was planted in the early part of the century by the postmistress's daughter. It stands here today, a living memorial to a town that just ran out of a reason for being. As that day passes, then another, then another, you can feel the tension starting to build around camp. But at least the waiting gives us plenty of time to sit up talking at night. What about you, Andy? Why do you fight?
Well, I see it. You got the wind in your face, and your whole body is the power plant of your own aeroplane, and you're strapped intricately in it. And you're up there and you're flying with the wind, and You just don't think of mortgage payments or anything like that. You're just totally away from it.
Playing birdies.
Playing birdies. To me, the hang glider pilots as a group of people have all got quite unusual qualities. They're quite... I really like them as people, I feel. We can go anywhere in Australia and fly at a site, and we've got a group of friends, and they're really good friends. The thing with this site, it's a 300-foot site, and normally we wouldn't wait around for a couple of weeks to fly a 300-foot site. There are places that the wind blows consistently, virtually 2 days out of 3, so you get amply rewarded for waiting because you fly most of the time. For here, I mean, it is a bit frustrating. But the desert's lovely. It's really lovely out here.
Yeah, I like it. It really appeals to me, but I've heard a few of the party are sort of getting a bit edgy.
I think the sand is the thing that gets to people most of all. Sleeping in it and eating in it and having it in your coffee and your breakfast and your...
The crazy part about this place is that it was blown constantly non-stop the whole week we've been here so far, but it's hardly any of that time has it blown consistently in the right direction.
Yeah, right.
For 9 days, the wind has blown a relentless westerly, and we haven't been able to even get a kite off the ground. But worst is the realization that our time limit for staying out here is nearly up. If something miraculous doesn't happen soon, we'll just have to pack up and go home and kiss our chance at a world record goodbye. On the 10th day of waiting, just when it seems there's nothing to do but resign ourselves to failure, the sunrise brings with it the change we've all been praying for. The breeze starts to spring up from the south, and the camp is suddenly buzzing with anticipation again.
Well, we've waited long enough for it, Stu. This could well be what we've been waiting for. Gently out. Gently out on the wind. Okay.
All at once, people are stirred into action, helping set up kites, checking radios, running through backup routines that have become unfamiliar.
It's not as strong as the other day, though.
Oh, no, nowhere near it. But it's probably actually better like this.
Yeah?
Yeah. Sort of.
Good luck, Ron.
Good luck, Andy, mate.
See you at the head of Bite.
Right on.
Figured if we give it a bit of ground time. Up with the nose bit. Right, now, I want you to let go of the wings, but keep your hands there. Bring it around a bit, Stu. Come forward. I want Phil to let me fly. Okay, let go. Don't let go, Stu. Good luck. Take care. Good luck. Come on, baby.
Spread it down on its tail here.
Hey?
Would you like to do the Daragast check? Ticking and switch on.
Stu, rather than the wide, just hold the bar up a little bit. That one there, yeah.
Good, mate.
Pretty light up here.
luck.
Good luck, Ronnie. You guilty.
Once again, the first crucial stretch claims the unlucky Andy. With his kite losing altitude badly, he has to signal Ron to go on alone and reluctantly pull out himself.
Ronnie, if you're receiving me, you've gone about 25 k's so far. Does it feel any better to you up there, mate?
Yeah, well, as long as I keep gaining height now, I'll be all right,
Andy has been picked up and joins us in the backup vehicle, where at least he can keep check on how Ron is going.
Good on you, Ron. You're going ripper, mate. This is Andy. Good to see you.
Thanks, mate. Good to hear from you. Over.
Still looking good, Ron. Over.
Yeah, I'm holding 460 feet. Over.
That's fantastic. That's really good. Very pleasing.
With every mile that we watch that speck racing along in the sky, the excitement is mounting a little more. 60 down, 40 to go. Over halfway and he's flying high. After all the planning, all the travel, all the waiting, he just might do it.
Stereo's reading down. Over.
Reading down, did you say? Over.
That's right. Over.
This is a pretty critical point, is it, Andy?
Yeah, well, the ridge turns off to faces a bit more to the southeast around here, and it's got a large tailwind component as it is already. So if he is already tried to turn around and point into the wind, he only loses altitude there, or he doesn't gain any. So any ridge that's not really on the wind, he's just got to go for it downwind. And if he loses too much height, he'll have to abort the flight. But he seems to be going all right at the moment.
Yeah, he's picked up a bit since he started
up
this.
40 feet, and that's very encouraging.
Ron, are you receiving me? Over.
Yeah, I've got you there. Over.
How's it looking, mate?
Oh, we might be able to do it, Stu. We'll see, mate. Over. Good to have you to talk to, Stu. It gets pretty lonely up here, mate.
I can imagine that, mate. You look like a little Don up there to us. Over.
Ron, I have the greatest of pleasure in announcing that you have just flown longer than any man has ever done in Australia. How do you feel?
Far out, man. Still going to sleep.
Peter's still
Do you want us to sing and wake them up for you, mate?
Tell him to run faster.
I think we better use less radio. Mine's starting to fade out, over.
Okay.
Of all the places for the radios to fail, this is, without doubt, the worst. Because while Ron must follow the coast, the road swings inland, and we've already lost visual contact with him. The car following the cliff edge is somewhere behind, but as we can't raise them either, we don't know where. So, for the vital last leg, the downwind run to the head of the bight, Ron Gray is totally by himself. All we can do is go ahead to the landing site and pray he makes it.
Ron or Phil or Dennis, this is Andy. Do you read me? Over.
Head of the bight, the end of the journey. And after all of the rushes of adrenaline during the course of the day, a brooding silence settles over assembled crew. There is still no radio contact, and as the time ticks by, suddenly the record itself doesn't seem so important anymore. Staring out over those cliffs to the west and aware that the wind is faltering, there only seems to be one real concern now. Is Ron all right? Or has he gone down somewhere in that sea out there?
Phil, I have a very faint signal. It may be you. I do not know. Over.
So they must be pretty close.
So the Suzuki's coming our way, is it? Over?
Let's go.
Okay, we'll see you there. Over.
He didn't quite make it to the head of the bight, but Ron has just rewritten the distance statistics anyway. With a flight of 101 miles, he shattered his own local record, completely eclipsed the Australian one, and become the first flyer in the country to top the ton. And Ron Gray has what he really came here for. He has taken the world record.
Well, that's it. You win some and you lose some. And in one sense, Ron won and Andy lost. But none of us feel like that, least of all Andy. He conceived the idea of flying for a world record along these cliffs. And Ron realised his dream. In every sense, it was a team effort. And we believe that with official ratification, we've set a new world record for distance flown on a hang glider.
Well, it just shows how wrong you can be. In one of those ironies of fate, we returned to the east only to find out that while we were away, George Worthington of America had cracked his own record and pushed the figure up to 106 miles. Ron was now 4 miles short of the claim. But then, I remember how we felt when we all stood at the head of the bight, hoping to catch some glimpse of that glider in the sky. The record wasn't that important anymore. And I think, in that, we were right. What's really important is that, like the desert pioneers whose tracks they flew over, Ron and Andy dared to dream of a voyage no man had undertaken before, and made it a reality.